Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you are getting out in nature, and you got to get out there. I know, like in my area, it's like, hit and miss with rain. Like it rained a little bit this morning, there's a lot of complaints in my area. We've gotten hit with a, teaser. It really has not like poured like rain. So I don't know what it is like in your area. So in my area soon will be, because it's September coming up, the leaves are already falling. So you want to get out in nature somewhere besides getting out in nature and spending time with Mother Gaia, planet Earth. You also want to make sure you're taking good care of yourself. And also, if you're new to my YouTube channel, welcome. You can find me on YouTube at Starlight, and that's Kathy with a K, Dingman. And if you want to see a change in the world or be a change in the world, you can do that by giving me thumbs up on my video. Plus, you could share my videos with your family, your friends, your cat, your dog, a spider. Starlight saw one in her bathroom today. Oops, I kind of turned the water on it and it went down the drain. I'm like, ooh, I don't want to kill you, but it came back up. So that was a good sign from the universe. So you could share my videos with a spider. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can leave a message down below, bing, bing, bing. And you can also follow me on Instagram, and that is at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy with a K, Dingman. So today I want to reach out to all of you beautiful souls out there, and I'm not sure the title yet, but I do know the topic is you really need to listen to yourself. I need to listen to myself. You need to listen to yourself. A lot of times, you might be going through something, and you might have to, you might be forced to tell people what you're going through, and they're going to guide you. They're going to try to help you. And what kind of things do they tell you? Does it resonate with what you're doing? And they will tell you where to go. What kind of job you should get, or Starlight is living for God right now. I am giving myself 100% to be used of God, and that is why I started a YouTube channel, because I realized I wasn't living my life purpose. I ended my cleaning business. Some of you may know, because not all of you watch all of my videos. So if you are new and you don't know that, that's why Starlight repeats some things, because if you didn't know that I ended my cleaning business to start a YouTube channel, but now you do. So with that being said, is you would believe how many people tried to tell me what to do when I was doing that. No, Starlight, don't do that. No, Starlight, don't do that. No, Starlight, don't do that. But I didn't listen to any of them, because I realized I wasn't living my life purpose, and I got to stay focused on what the universe is wanting to use me for. So you might want to, now it all depends. Sometimes people, you might have family or friends that are they really do care about you, but they give you good sound advice. But other people will give you advice, and, it's not good advice, and so it is so important to listen to yourself, and I know yesterday, I am learning more and more every day, so I'm so excited to see what else I'm going to learn, because I'm learning about letting go of my old self, Kathy Dingman, and, I invented Starlight, a new version of myself. So in my older videos, the language that I used, you might, it might offend some of you, but I'm being real. I can't really apologize for that, really, if I swear here and there. There's worse words that we can use, and with our tongues, so everybody has areas to grow, so some people might get offended because they're a Christian, but, I've known through my, sorry, I've known throughout my life, though, people that do claim that they are Christians, there's a lot of acting going on. Yes, acting, where they're one way at the church, and then when they get out of church, they're a totally different person. And Starlight was not like that, not really. I know I had to, be a certain way, like I couldn't swear in the church, right? But, I was pretty much myself, when I left the building, I didn't go out and, especially when I knew, I didn't go out to the bars and do all this stuff, and then you go back to church and, pray to God and pretend like I'm an angel and then go back out of the church and live like the devil. But, and then, do certain things in the church, just because other people are watching. And when you get out of church, your behavior is different, totally different. And I did swear, but when I got saved and started going to church, all that swearing went away, and so you do got to watch out for people that you're getting advice from. If they're bringing you down a downward spiral, those are people you don't want to listen to. You might be struggling, financially or relationship stuff, or, like you might want to move somewhere. People a lot of times they will try to stop you because they don't want to lose you some way or another. Like if you're going to move, they might not want to see you move. They might want you around, and that does happen. You might want to go get a different job or think of a different way of having income. And they might guide you a way that is not what the universe wants for you. So you do. You could be going through financial problems. And a lot of people, what do most people say if you're going through financial problems? Oh, go to the government. Well, that ain't happening. I'm not going to the government to get help. I'm good. I am gonna, I am a work in progress, and that is not what God wants me to do. So why would I, take advice from people that wants me to go that way? No, I'm not. I refused. I did that before when I was homeless before. I could have gone. Everybody, my family, friends, and I didn't really have any friends. I had somebody out there that, I thought were a friend. It just, hey, go to the government, fill out all that paperwork and have them tell you what to do. And go through all the hurdles and no, I'm good, because that would be going totally against what God wants me to do. So in the last so many days, I've had so many people, go to DSS, go to DSS, go to DSS, go to DSS. I'm good. I'm sorry, but I am good. Or do this, go do that. No, that's not, that's not resonating with me. So you got to believe in God and trust in God that God has got your back, and it does take time and it does take patience. And what I'm learning right now is that there's some people you might have been really good to for a long time, and when shit hits the fan, then you start seeing the real true nature. Wow, I didn't know you were like that. I've known you for like 6 years, and there's some people, they don't have a heart. They don't care if you're struggling and you're having problems. They don't care. So there's a big wake-up call sometimes when you find out that there are people that really do not care. Even if you've been honest with them the whole entire time, there's some people out there that do not absolutely care. Not at all. So you do have to protect your energy when you run across that kind of stuff out there, because, you do want to listen to yourself. A lot, and this is the way society is, a lot of times out there, is if you're following the crowd, everybody's going to tell you what to do, what, like who you should go out with, or, like judge you for who you're going out with. I'm in love with somebody, but I don't really care what anybody thinks of who I am in love with. I don't care. I'm done with caring about that, because I know what this person is, who he is, and not what. I know who this person is, so I don't care about other people's opinions anymore. I'm done caring. I'm not going to have people trip me up and tell me what I should do. This is my life. God gave me a free will to do what I want to do, but like I said, is sometimes you might have people that are out there that really do care for you, and they could give you good sound advice, that is hard to find, there is people out there that, like I said earlier, that it's all about them, really. They want to control you by telling you what you should do or what you shouldn't do. Churches do that. They use that Bible and twist the Word of God a lot of times. And they can preach the Word, but you're the one that has to decide whether you want to do it or not. So I know I am done with going to church. I did have Jehovah's Witnesses come knocking on my door yesterday, and I'm sorry, but you're not going to win me over to go to your church. I am done with going to church, and it is something is when you are going through stuff, either financially or relationships, or, Starlight might be moving somewhere, people will start pouring into your life out of nowhere. I am so serious. When you're going through stuff, this is where you got to really protect your energy. People from all over will just start coming in. It's like, where is this coming from? So you do want to protect your energy of those kind of people out there. Not all of them, but feel them out first. Starlight has a tendency is just trusting everybody. The other day I was going to meet a man somewhere that I just met, and I'm like, I don't know what was going on, but, I was like, universe, I want to help, but, am I supposed to help? And then I seen a black cat as I was heading out on the road. I'm like, what does a black cat mean? But I know somebody that has a black cat. I'm like, it can't be a bad omen. A lot of people think, seeing a black cat is bad luck. So I actually had to pull over, before I even met this person and look up what does it mean when you see a black cat. Because I'm like, universe, if you don't want me to go there, I can call him up and let him know that I can't make it. I don't have to lie, but, I need to protect my energy. There are some things I do not know, like crystals. I don't know everything about crystals. You got to protect yourself. You really need to know about stuff, because I experienced something yesterday and I didn't know anything about it, but I did a really good clearing this morning. I prayed before I went to meet that person, clearing, like asking Archangel Michael to protect me. I really should have took a little bit more time and did a clearing, a protection shield, a meditation before I met this person, because they're at a cemetery with crystals. I don't know what that's all about, so I don't know, about a lot of spirituality stuff. There's a lot of funky stuff out there. Some people are into witchcraft, they use crystals for all kinds of stuff. So it is so important. Like, I have crystals in my apartment to help me. I got a rose crystal, I got crystals, I got all kinds of different things that I don't know if I'm going to word out right, but a lot of it is for love. I definitely want to draw some love in my life, and and then there's I have a crystal on my keychain for abundance, to bring abundance in. So you do really want to protect yourself. Don't just trust anyone, especially you don't know them. And, there's times you might not really know somebody, but you've known them for years and you really don't know them. And, you get surprised when you get to really see who they really are. It's like a big wake-up call, you know. So I am right now trying to figure out what the universe wants, and it's a day-by-day, minute-by-minute kind of process. Things don't happen right away. So, you know, you do have to, whatever you are going through, whether it's a relationship, maybe you got to move, maybe it's a job, really know what you really, really, really desire. Really, what is it that you want? If that job is not something that you want to take, please do not take it. Wait. Look for some other job. You know, I did try to check up for a job out in my area to see if I could get paid. You know, I did want to do volunteer work, but right now, Starlight definitely, even though she's abundant and rich, you know, I love the homeless people. You know, so you got to really know, but I found out I can't interact with them. So that was the whole reason why I wanted to work with the homeless people, is to interact with them. And that's not allowed. Absolutely not. Sorry, I got an itch. I just did a vinegar bath. I never did that before. So anyway, is, you know, like your family, you know, they could be the ones tripping you up by, you know, like, you know, their opinions. My armpits smell really nice right now, you know, but, you know, everything is clean on me, but, you know, like, I just heard somebody say this the other day, so, you know, like, we all have butts, but they stink, don't they? You know, and armpit, you know, like armpits, you know, if you're sweaty, they stink, especially men. Ooh. Women do too, but, you know, it's a different kind of smell. Sorry, guys. So, but opinions, other people's opinions of us stink. Pew, you know, so they don't know and they don't understand what you're going through. I'm taking a step of faith. Really, who's going to understand that, really, taking a step of faith? You know, I even talked to a Christian lady. She didn't seem like a person that even understood what taking a step of faith is. You know, why don't you go to DSS? That's not taking a step of faith, girl. I love you, but really that's, you know, that's going totally against what I've learned in the Bible about taking a step of faith. You know, that doesn't mean that, oh, I'm going to take a step of faith. But, you know, when you get all squished up and things are kind of squeezing around and you feel like, you know, you don't know what to do, and like, oh, okay, I guess because they're scaring me and putting fear and in my mind and my thoughts that I'm going to just run away and just hurry up and jump into something. That's not faith. Faith is staying firm on what your belief is, no matter what anybody else thinks, you know, because, you know, stinking thinking is, you know, you got to watch out for other people's stinking thinking. They might have fear. A lot of people do. They have fear. They're like, oh, this horrible thing has happened in my life, and what are they going to do? They're going to hurry up and run, and instead of facing the problem right on, you know, like, and dealing with what they're dealing with and growing through it and understanding what the universe is trying to show them right now, I'm asking the universe, what are you trying to show me? Do you want me to move out of here? You know, or do you want me to stay? I'm open. If the universe wants me to move out of my apartment, I am all for that. But if the universe wants me to stay, okay. The universe is going to make a way one way or another. It's all for my growth. And is it scary? Yes, it's absolutely scary. But I got to let that go. You know, I was sitting on a rock the other day, and I made a video, is Fear Not, I believe. I was out in nature, and I was making a video about not fearing, and I was sitting on a rock, and you know, I love nature, and as I was sitting in there's a couple big rocks right in the middle of the stream of the water, and the stream of the water was coming towards me and going through and going out. So it was a beautiful spot where I was, and I know other people wanted that same rock. You know, they were eyeballing me and staying, you know, like, oh, she's got it. Yeah, Starlight beat you to it. You could come and join me if you want, but I don't think they were couples. I don't think they were going to join Starlight on that rock. But as I was sitting on that rock, I noticed a leaf, a yellow leaf, fell from the tree, and then it landed on the water, and I got to watch. Yeah, I love doing this stuff. Like I got to watch this leaf just land on the water, and then the water pushed it down on the stream. And sometimes the leaf would go down a little bit, but it came back up and the water pushed it. And as the leaf was going down the stream of the water, sometimes it went down like because there's rocks in the stream, and the leaf would, it was amazing. I just kind of felt like that's what I'm going through right now, is you got to go with that flow with the universe. Don't fight it. Don't fight what the universe is try to understand what the universe is trying to show you. We got to let go of our old thoughts and our old patterns and our old ways of doing things, and that's where Starlight is right now. I'm learning to let go of my old ways of thinking, old ways of doing things. The universe might move me out of this apartment, and so I am definitely taking that step of faith, and I know the universe has been telling me that there's change coming. How many times I got messages that there's change coming? Starlight, there's things that are going to change in your life. Starlight, the angels have been telling me this. And that change could be what you might consider negative or positive. So the whole time I was believing that it would be a positive change, So I was like, okay, great things, abundance flowing, like all this stuff, because I get those signs too, abundance, money flowing in and all this good luck coming in. And, I've been in that flow of, okay, I'm believing all this and doing everything I can do. Am I perfect? No, I have lessons to learn, and that's why it's so important. Also, I want to throw in here really quick, because this happened to me yesterday. Please make sure you take the time out for yourself in the day. Don't let other people distract you. That happened to me yesterday. The things that I normally would have done, I wasn't able to do that, and I know time is an illusion, but I kind of ran out of time, and I didn't have, it just I got distracted on my phone or going to help this guy out, Why did I even go there? It's that was a distraction. There was no point when I got there, and when, that was a distraction. So you do gotta watch out for that if you're so focused on doing stuff, because that could really trip you up. You don't want to get distracted, especially when you're working on stuff, especially when you want to keep your energy clear and clean and all that stuff. You do gotta watch out for people with crystals sometimes. Sometimes I believe that they can steal your energy from you by you hanging on their stuff. And, I did have a person that had a triangle clear, like a frosty crystal that was not it's a tall, skinny, kind of like a pyramid. And he wanted me to hold that. And he's like, what do you feel? And I didn't, I'm new at all the crystal stuff. But, I'm like, well, I didn't really feel anything. Not saying that you couldn't. I'm like, well, how do you feel something? And then as he was talking, then I just felt something going on with my body, but I felt like stuff was coming out of me going in that crystal, So, I don't know that, man. And you do gotta really protect your energy. But once I felt this weird feeling coming out of me, like I'm going into that because I'm hanging on that crystal with two hands, I let go of it. Here, you can have that thing. I don't want that. I don't know what that is. And you gotta, people do some funky stuff with crystals. So you gotta, if you don't know anything about it, you gotta watch out with those crystals, because they might use your energy, try to, could be like a vampire out there trying to suck stuff out of you that you need to survive on your own. So I did pray for Archangel Michael to protect me before I met that man. So I believed that I was protected, but I didn't like that feeling that I was feeling. So I did let go of that. So you do want to keep yourself safe. Don't always listen to everybody what they tell you to do, because it's your life. You're the one that's got to decide on what you want to do, and not everybody's advice is for your greatest good. So that's where I am right now, is people are giving Starlight a lot of advices, but you know what? Nobody's given me one that says, yeah, that's what the universe says to do. Sometimes you can get advice from people where you're like, you know what? Yeah, you know what? I really like that advice. And that does resonate with me, because that does resonate with what the universe has been telling me anyway. That's good. But not that they're going to always have everything that's in a good, a positive way to help you out. Because that same person can tell you, hey, why don't you go to the government for help? No, I'm good. I'm good. Universe knows what I think about that. I was homeless before and I could have done that. But no, I can get a job. I can do that. I am working right now as a YouTuber. I do have a job. It takes hours to make a video, to edit them, to, the way mine is, how I do it. I have to upload it to one app to edit it, then to upload it to another app to upload it, and that takes so many minutes, and then to upload it onto YouTube, and that takes some time. So it does take time. I don't know, it could be like it seems like about 5 hours altogether, depending on how much the editing takes. So I am here because I want to inspire people, and I want to be used of God. That's what I desire. That's what I desire, and I'm staying to it. So I believe that everything is going to happen exactly the way, the universe, I have to do the work. I have to work on myself, and, like you're going through stuff, you got to work. Don't sit around waiting, because that's when, you got to do what the universe wants you to do. And that's why it's so important to listen to the, what the archangels are trying to tell you with numbers or your dreams. I had a dream last night, looked it up, and I'm like, oh yeah, definitely, sometimes the universe will say, Starlight, you need to do this more. You didn't spend enough time doing this yesterday. And I know I got really off balanced a little bit. So you really do. You want to get balanced in your life. And number one, take care of you first. It's so important that you take time out if you meditate. And if you haven't, really, I encourage you to learn how to meditate. Start off with at least 15 minutes, every day. Just like, hey, you know what? It's not a long time, right? 15 minutes of a guided meditation. You can do, 15-minute guided meditation to clear out negative energy out of you. A 15-minute guided meditation to have clarity. A 15-minute guided meditation to get guidance. There's so many kind of guided meditations out there. Self-love. You can have some love flowing in your heart. That is so beautiful. The heart chakra. Woo! So you really want to listen to yourself, listen to your intuition, find out what your intuition is speaking to you about, and that's what I did, a guided meditation this morning. That was a beautiful, guided meditation, hypnosis kind of guided meditation. But I felt like I felt like I left this place here, and it's like, I love, you don't know what you're missing if you have never did guided meditations. They will make you feel so good, and it does. It takes a lot of negative energy out of you. There's a full moon today. Happy full moon to all of you people out there that loves the full moons. And so that's what I will be doing today, is those guided meditations, and because those are powerful. So anyway, that's all I have. I don't have anything more to say on this topic, and I know, wow, look at that. 30 minutes for Starlight. Woo! I broke a record here. But really, you got to listen to yourself and block out all those people. They're telling, you know, like they want to tell you to go somewhere and do something and it doesn't line up with you. You don't want to do it. You don't feel good about it. You know, your whole body just says, oh, no, I don't listen to that. Really, listen to that. That is not for you then, you know. It's going to trip you up, and then, that's a whole different path that you're going to take, and it's not going to take you in a good place. You know, it's going to end up meeting people that, you know, you really weren't meant to meet. You know, if you were single and you went the wrong job, you might end up meeting the wrong kind of people, and you might get involved with the wrong kind of person as a relationship. You know, you might end up moving with them, you know, and then then it's just going to take you on a path somewhere that you're not going to be happy with. And then you're like, why, you know, and then you're going to think, oh, how did I get here? How did I get here? Well, you took that job that you weren't even happy with in the first place. That's how you got there. You didn't listen to yourself. So really, listen to yourself. Find out, like, what's inside of you. You know, stop seeking outside for people's approval and what they want you to do, you know, because they're not going to understand what you're going through. Nobody really understands what Starlight's going through right now. My therapist has been very good support, you know, and I have a twin flame, my husband, my mentor is out there, you know. I have support with you guys and girls, you know, that are watching my videos, and I thank you so much. And anyway, you can give this, if you want to see a change in the world, you can give this video a thumbs up. You could share my videos with a friend, a family member, a cat, a dog, a butterfly. Sorry about that. I love butterflies. And besides sharing, you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget the notification bell, and you can leave a message down below, beep, beep, beep. And you can also follow me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. So anyway, yay, Starlight did good. So anyway, I do love you, and you want to listen to yourself, really. Forget about their opinions and their judgments and, you know, their looks on their face, or when they don't even say nothing, you know. That's always sometimes not a great sign when they just don't say anything, you know, because that means they're thinking something. So anyway, I do love you. Take good care of yourself. Make sure you go out and get exactly what you want. Don't settle for anything less. So anyway, I do love all of you. This is Starlight, love and light. Peace.